welcome back to Art at Heart. My name's Brianna. If you're new here, this is a crafting and DIY channel. Today we have a special craft where we're going to be taking some old jeans and giving them a new life, revitalizing them. This is great for jeans that have holes or maybe that you just don't wear anymore. Okay, let's go on to the craft. Okay, first you need to pick out a pair of jeans. I got this out of my closet. It's been sitting there for a while because there's a hole in the crotch area. But it fits me really nicely and I wanted to continue wearing it, so I decided to use it for this project. I would suggest to pick out about 4 to 7 different kinds of fabric, whether that be scraps that you just had lying around, which is what I had in my case. And then you just want to cut them into small small thin strips. That's what I was trying to say. Yay, tongue twisters. You want to have a couple of varying lengths. You want one to be able to go all the way across the pant leg, and then some that are kind of shorter. Make sure you play around with the placement of your strips before gluing it down, because the design that I had at the beginning, I ended up absolutely hating, which you can see right here. It's kind of just too bland, but I could still use the strips. So just make sure you like it before gluing it down. So this is more of the design that I ultimately ended up going with. A lot of people describe it as a Tetris looking design, which I sort of agree. I think it's kind of cute. Later on in the video, I actually end up adding some horizontal strips, but like you can see, I have a couple of different sizes of strips. They're somewhat organized. Don't feel like you have to do a certain pattern, because I certainly did not. And feel free to play around with different shapes. Yes, I only did rectangle strips, but you know, maybe you like circles and triangles. I don't know. I think it could be cool. I just personally liked how the strips looked. Also, in regards to how many strips to cut, there's not a set number. Some of you are going to have longer legs. Some of you are going to have shorter legs. So I would say just cut I probably used maybe 40. I don't really know. But honestly, just cut them and see if it fills up your pant leg, and if it doesn't, just cut some more. So then I cracked out my E6000 glue to glue on the strips. Mind you, I only had one pant leg finished. You are more than welcome to do both pant legs and then start gluing, but this is just the steps that I wanted to follow. Now, when you put on the glue, you want to kind of make sure it's spread out so you don't have just clumps. So I used my finger. You could also use like a popsicle stick or something like that. And see, you can see me adding the colored strips that are going in the horizontal fashion. Horizontal, I mean vertical. For most of the vertical ones, I did the same colors. As you can see, it's mostly that salmon color. Keep applying the glue and the strips until you are at the bottom of the pant leg, or to where your heart desires. I don't think I did it fully to the bottom. I think I left kind of like a cuff area that didn't have it to make it easier to slide the pants on. Okay, and now I'm assembling the other pant leg. Like I said, your pant legs do not have to be matching. Mine are not. As you can see, I started off with a blue strip, a long blue strip, which was not on the other pant leg. And you pretty much assemble this pant leg in the same fashion that you did the other one. So I'm going to go ahead and skip forward a little bit. Near the pocket area, I attached 3 strips of all the same colors on both sides of the pocket. First, I laid down a pink strip, then a smaller purple strip, then an even smaller blue strip. And make sure you put glue on the back. Now, you can change this design in any way you like, but this is just how I do it. Next, I took on the task of patching that hole. Essentially, I took 2 strips of blue fabric and glued that on top of the hole and all the way around onto the other sides of the pants. I didn't want the blue sticking up all the way, kind of bringing attention to my crotch area, so I cut it kind of short so it's just covering that little gap. By gap, I mean the hole in my pants. And you want to make sure before you put on these pants that that is completely dry. If the hole is smaller, you may want to consider sewing it or sewing the patch on. I found it really difficult to sew the patches on, which is why I ended up going with gluing these all on. Originally, I tried to sew them all on. Not only was that very, very time consuming, it just didn't work. It's important once you have fully put, strip down, heavy on top of something, heavy on top of the sand, whether that be a textbook, whether that be a box, highly recommend doing that. I apologize for some of this being slightly off camera. I was not aware of the fact when I was gluing it. And the unfortunate thing is you can't really take that apart and refilm it. So once again, I'm sorry. Okay, moving on to the back of the pants. I decided that I wanted to put a cute little heart on one of the pockets in the back. So I cut out that heart out of my salmon color And then I decided it would be super cute to kind of have a top border. So I decided to go with a lighter pink color, and I did this on both sides of the pockets. By both sides of the pockets, I mean on both of the pockets. Once I saw that heart laying on those pants, I decided that, one, I absolutely loved it, two, that I wanted to kind of do a patchwork design around the heart, and that it would be the easiest for me to glue down the heart to make sure it was stable in one spot, so then I could organize the fabrics around that spot. I went ahead and glued down those light pink top strips above the pockets, once again because that was going to be something that I knew I wasn't going to change. Now, I had played around with the idea of only having the heart and kind of the colors around the heart as the only fabric on the back, and then I decided that it would look a little funky and out of place with all of the patchwork stuff on the front. So I decided that I would add in about 3 or 2 strips on the back side right under the butt. As you can see, I am laying it out right now. I went with 2 solid colors so it wouldn't distract from the patchworky beautifulness of my heart, which we haven't put down yet, but it will be coming, I promise. Make sure you glue those bad boys down, as so. Then I went ahead and trimmed off the excess fabric. You can have it go around to the other side, but this was just my preference. I proceeded to cut out different shapes that would fit both the heart and the pocket in multiple different colors with my scrap fabric. You can glue these down piece by piece, or you can wait until it's all assembled and then glue it down. And on to the second pant pocket. One of the first ideas I played around with was having 3 small hearts on that pocket. I actually glued them down and then decided I hated them. So I pulled it up and just decided to do a patchwork as well on the other pocket without the heart. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, this is Brianna signing off.